Oi, it's getting warm, boys. In fact, it's getting really warm, boys and girls. Just get my top, it's not that warm actually. And because it's getting warm, boy, have I got something good to show you. This video is brought to you again by Beer 52, absolute legends. Now what a better time to get a free case of beer from Beer 52. What you gotta do is go to beer52.com/Lockwood and you can get a free case. These are actually Yorkshire beers this time. All you have to do is cover the postage of £5.95. I've actually been a member of Beer 52. You've seen these a lot on my channel for a couple of years now. They're actually one of the coolest companies I've ever seen. They carefully create a case of beer for you every month, so you subscribe and you get a new case of beer every month of their best ones that they found from all around the world. Now in this box there are 8 cans of beer, and some of them are actually exclusives to Beer 52, meaning you won't even find them or buy them anywhere else. Along with the beers you actually get the award-winning Ferment magazine, and it goes into the history of beer, the history of the exact beers, it goes into the breweries, and also you have a beer guide at the back about everything that you have inside this case. I actually cracked one open before this video because I was just eager to get a beer down. Now this one stood out. This is a gin and tonic IPA. Now I'm going to actually use their taste index and choose the next beer. I like sweet. This is a dark ale. That is sweet, considering what it looks like. I did not tell you, I would not expect that. I've got a dark beer here and a light one. You can just opt for either a light or a dark on checkout, so you don't get ones you don't really like. You also don't just get a ton of beers in the boxes, you get snacks. I love getting these snacks, they're just so different every single time. And if all that isn't good enough for you, you can pause or cancel your subscription at any time. So that's again, head over to Beer 52. Yes, that's Beer 52, beer, the number 5, the number 2.com/Lockwood, and you can get a free case of beer. All you have to do is just cover the postage. A huge thank you again. Let's get back to this beautiful cream car. Hello everybody, the Mustang is on the driveway. We finally got the, well, we didn't get the borer driving. I had to just get the borer moved. So I had to move because the job we're doing today on this is going to be a decent sized job. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a big job. So as you know, we went on the drift day of the week, and one of the things I was complaining about was the LSD. It has got an LSD in this car, and unless you're just going around roundabouts, like, if you're going around roundabouts, LSDs work. When you're transitioning and stuff and do like fast-paced transitions and stuff, LSDs don't work. They open up no matter how big, good of an LSD it is. They still open up. So we are going to weld the diff. Dan, a family friend of mine, is going to help me weld the diff. So to do that, this is difficult because these diffs in this car, they're not attached to the body. It's a whole live rear axle. So we're going to have to remove the whole of the rear axle. Not only that, we're going to have to remove the actual rear axles. But to do that, we're going to open the diff. So what we'll do is I'm going to remove the whole of the axle on the Mustang. And then we're going to go to Dan's unit, take the diff cover off, take the axles out, weld the diff, put the axles back in, somehow bring it here. It's going to be heavy. Dan's bringing an engine crane. He's bringing an engine crane to pick up this because it's going to be so damn heavy. So it's actually Friday now. I actually just finished the borer episode a little bit earlier than I thought. I've got a few hours spare, so we'll bring the Mustang in and I'm going to get started today. So it's going to be a big job. Never worked on one of these cars before in the rear axle, but we're going to give it a good go. Okay guys, here's where we're at. My battery was dead on my GoPro, so I've just done a little bit while this charged. I've been absolutely nuking it with a Mac charger because I've not got time for it to charge most of the times. So I've killed the battery of my GoPro, nuked it with a Mac charger. Anyway, we're cracking on. So I've not done anything which I can't do on the other side. Well, I lie, I have. I've took the prop off. So, oh my God, everything on this car is so tight. I had to use like 3 spanners. Like one next to each other just to get the prop off. So you've got like the 12mm multi-spline bolts here holding the prop onto the diff. And yes, they're multi-spline, and I had to use, it wasn't fun. So we started taking this side off, so I just wanted to see, obviously this is like a weird axle. It's a floating live rear axle. Never worked on one of these before in my life, so I've just tried to familiarise myself. These bushes have been welded at one point. They're solid rear bushes. And if you have a look at this, see that? It's not ideal. A guy called Quinn, thanks Quinn, who's got one of these, he sent me a link on eBay of some arms, these arms, and they're with poly bushes, and he says they're cheap but they're really good. I've had them on 3 years, I've had no issues, so I'm probably going to order a set of these. These arms aren't actually difficult to remove, to be fair. It's like the spring seat, but there's a lot of play in that one. I'm going to check the other side, but that would cause quite a bad knock. Okay, so we removed the shock, we've removed the bottom arm, we've removed the brake disc, and the caliper. Once the caliper comes off, the brake just slides off, obviously. It's actually not that bad. So right now, this is holding the axle in. We've got one arm here, which I know comes off. It's aftermarket arm. I know it comes off because I had to tighten it because it was loose when I got the car. So we need to loosen that off and then do everything I've done here on the other side, and then we'll be able to pull it out. It's actually not that, but it seems like so far big of a job. These bolts were tight, like holy shit, they were tight. And then once the axle's out the way, Dan's gonna come and get it tomorrow morning. We're gonna take this off and then weld it. You probably could take the diff cover off and weld it in the car, but I don't know, I don't really mind, because I'm learning things about the car anyway, taking the axle off, and it'd be 10 times easier and you'd get a better weld, and it's just gonna be easier just putting new fluids in and stuff while it's off the car. Especially when you've got these axles. We are going to take the axles out, but the only way to get the axles out is to open up the diff cover, remove the circlip in here, slide the axle out. So I'm going to learn a lot about the car, and it's going to be easy for Dan to weld, so I'm going to do it anyway. But yeah, I'm worried about that arm. Let's just check the other side. Let's check the other side. Okay, so the way it looks like without the wheel. Now you can, I think I am going to have to take off the caliper here. On the other side, I just took it up from the carrier, but the bolt was like pushing back into the handbrake cable. I did manage to get it off, but it was a little bit fiddly. So I think I'm just going to, because we are changing the brake pads as well when everything's back together, so we're just going to take the carrier off here. So I'm pretty sure these are 13s, no, 12s. A lot of this car's a 12, you know. I've been quite surprised with how much is a 12, but we've got two 12s here. Right, the carrier comes off, and then we've got two 50, oh sorry, the caliper comes off, and we've got two 15 mils for the carrier. And then the disc and the carrier will slide off. Now what's annoying is here, you can't get, we're gonna have to get this over this side, because obviously this is it's in between. So what I had to do is I had to take this little bracket off here, and that gave me just enough room just to kind of pull the handbrake cable around this, I want to say hub, but it's not a hub, the axle. Sorry American guys, I'm not American. Look at this, officer, 14, and it's funny, you never really see any captive nuts or captive threads on this car. I don't even think I've seen one. Everything's just a nut and a bolt, which is good if it breaks, but also quite annoying when you're a YouTuber and you got to film, you know. With that unattached, you should be able to just wiggle this around there, so now it's not in the way of the axle. I'm a little bit worried about my new brake line. Oh, it's fine, touch its floor. Cool, lovely. Right, lovely. Next, shock and these bolts here. Now, this shock is okay, it's nice and loose. This thing was so tight on the other side, I couldn't even believe it, so let's film it. Here we go, guys. It's going to be even harder on this side because I'm going to have to push instead of pulling it down. You know, because of how things loosen and stuff. So this is going to be absolutely horrendous. Oh, that well, that might cause a knot, guys. It's not even tight, it's literally loose. Oh, it's not, oh no, I mean, it's not that loose. That wouldn't cause a knock, it's just not breakable loose. It starts like bending back on itself. You see the arm like popping out there, so it doesn't come out that easily, but with wiggles I'm trying to get the arm straight. It does. What I found was helpful was putting this in the other side, and then you can kind of pat it through, but it doesn't come all the way out, so you've still got a fanny around at the end bit. Fuck, it's so shit in my eye. There we go. Cool. Okay. I mean, I've been welded. I mean, it's got a bit of play, yeah. I mean, that would cause, see that, hear that? That would cause a knock. So let's order them arms. Luckily they're not that hard to change. Well, I've not touched the side bolts yet, but luckily I don't think they're hard to change. Right, then we've got the shock bolt, which is a 19 and a 15. This might just be worth just banging the gun on. Let's use the gun actually. Oh, it's an 18. Oh, well, the more you know, eh? Right, but considering I was worried to do this job, it's pretty easy to be fair. The whole thing's wiggling. I've just got to get that one bolt off here, which might even just be the 18 on this gun, you know. Go on, be the 18. Go on, I dare you. Oh, what a boy. What a boy. There he goes. Right, now it should just drop, you know. I'm so intrigued to like have a look at the arms and the bushes when this arm's off and just see what would be causing that knocking, because I still have no idea what's causing that knocking. Let's pull out the axle. Let's just, whoa, that was quick. That was too quick. I need to pull it off, that arm. I think it's still, yeah, the shock's still in there. How about get off my foot? Get off my arm, mate. What's it doing? There we go. Right, come on, I'm so intrigued to see how heavy this is. Like, so intrigued to see how heavy it is. I might just have to, I've not got it on the best bit of the diff there actually. Get off. What's going on here? Why are these arms sticking to it? Fucking hell. The other one's off. This one don't want to let go. Let go of my diff, please. I'm going to hit this one down. And then maybe jack the... Oh! It's fucking heavy, this thing. I've got to be careful. I should be filming this. Oh! Ah, here it is. How heavy is it? Oh, fucking that ABS sensor's still on. No! Flip it. Well, to be fair, I don't really give a fuck about the ABS. It's not that heavy, actually. I had to use my fucking vice grips to get this little 7mm off. It weren't coming off. Let me get the vice grips again. We don't even want the ABS sensors, because ABS means less skids. What you have to do on the other side, you have to literally do not very nice things to this little bolt. Who wants ABS nowadays? Maybe the trap boys do, but trap boys are nowhere near as cool as the drifting boys. That's why you want ABS, because they're all scared. If I turn it, it's going to snap, but I honestly don't care. I've got it. I don't think it's that heavy, you know. I actually don't think it's that. Oh, nah, it's not that heavy. Right, people, it's going to be the end of the video here, because I've got to go in about half an hour and film my third video of the day, making most of the sun. And I'm actually getting rid of one of the cars. That's one of the third video, was swapping another car. Another swap. We're doing another car swap. So the axle is off. I'm happy how well that came off, to be honest. Still don't really know where the knocking's coming from. There's a cat. This cat's so funny, honestly. He just walks around and he goes in the garage and everything. I've not stroked it yet though. Yeah, we're gonna order them new arms. I'm not gonna have time to fit them tomorrow, because I'm obviously not gonna be here, and I need to get this back on the wheels tomorrow. I'll pick you up tomorrow when we're going to be welding the axle, and we're going to be putting some new diff oil in and everything like that. And I've got to come home and I have to fit this axle tomorrow, because the parents are taking this off the drive tomorrow, so this needs to be on the wheels tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully it's an early start, and hopefully it goes well. So I love you all, and we'll see you in the next one.